But the main players of the deck, Toxicroak EX, get that nasty plot off really early, and then go into Toxic Ripper. I'm super excited for Paldean Evolved and Clodsire EX. It looks amazing. Really, it's gonna die from the poison, so I'm just gonna nasty plot to set up for the next turn. I did not read that all the way through.
Welcome back to the Low Tab Lounge, everybody. And for today's deck video, we're going to go back a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean we're going to take things back to one of our earliest deck videos. After I built the Gengar EX Poison Package deck, it hit me. A long time ago, we did a deck video for Toxicroak EX, which released in Scarlet Violet Base. Think about that. After I thought back to that, I realized there's so much poison support now. Why not bring them back? And that's exactly what we're going to do in today's deck video. We're going to bring back Toxicroak EX from Scarlet Violet Base with updated poison support. Now, if you're brave enough, you can check out that older deck video. It's right up here. Toxicroak was a deck that Zach built, and he played it for a short time. But this time, I'm going to take the reins of Toxicroak EX and see how this updated poison support helps it out. Let's check out the deck list, shall we? So Toxicroak EX has the Nasty Plot attack for 1 Dark Energy. You may search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. If you have Toxicroak EX by your second turn, that's not a bad attack, especially to cost only 1 energy, and especially if you're needing resources for your third turn. His second attack is Toxic Ripper for 120 damage. It costs 1 Dark and 2 colorless energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. During Pokemon Checkup, put 6 damage counters on that Pokemon instead of 1. It's not a bad attack. Now, I wish it was something that costed 2 energy instead of 3, but, you know, you slap a Dark Energy and you slap a DTE on it, for 2 energy attaches, he's ready to go. Now, we're also going to be running the Paldean Clodsire EX in this deck. Clodsire has the ability Toxic Wasteland. Once during your turn, if a stadium is in play, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned. It's not a bad ability. Clodsire also has the attack Needlebone for 200 damage, which has the same energy cost as Toxicroak's Toxic Ripper attack. Flip a coin, if tails, during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. You got a coin flip, and you may or may not attack again with Clodsire your next turn. But, because we run Pecharunt EX with the Subjugating Chains ability, allowing us to switch any Dark-type Pokemon except any Pecharunt from the bench to the active, poisoning that new active Pokemon, we can take that Clodsire out of active if he flips tails, and hopefully by that point we have a Toxicroak EX ready to go, get him up in the active, and he can swing. Now, since we're running Pecharunt, it should be pretty obvious that we're also running Binding Mochi, allowing our poison Pokemon who attacks to do 40 more damage, thereby increasing Toxic Ripper into 160 damage, which you know is a tad bit better. Also increasing Needlebone to 240 damage. Now, Toxic Wasteland says we need a stadium to use that ability. It's a poison deck, so therefore we're going to run Perilous Jungle. During Pokemon Checkup, put 2 more damage counters on each poisoned non-dark Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. So as long as we're not going up against a Zard or Moon, this will be a little bit beneficial to us. And this, paired with Toxicroak's Toxic Ripper attack, will allow us to put 8 damage counters instead of that 6 stated in the attack. So in total, effectively making Toxic Ripper with Perilous Jungle out and a Binding Mochi attached to Toxicroak EX, once we pass turn after attacking, doing 240 damage after we've attacked, which is not really bad at all. We're also going to be running Atticus in this deck. You can use this card only if your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 7 cards. So it's pretty much a Professor's Research for a poison deck. And seeing how we are running the Brute Bonnet in here with the Toxic Powder ability, once during your turn, if this Pokemon has an Ancient Booster Energy Capsule attached, you may make both active Pokemon poisoned. This paired with our Clodsire gives us 2 for sure ways that we're going to have our opponent's active Pokemon poisoned, and if for some reason we can't access either of those 2 options, Toxic Ripper will poison our opponent's active Pokemon once we attack. Therefore, hopefully, allowing us to use our Atticus at turn 2, maybe 3, if we're in need of a new hand. Our ace pick of choice is going to be Precious Trolley, mainly because I didn't know what else to use. But in theory, it's going to allow us to just get our bench fully loaded with our Pokemon that we need early game, as long as we can get Trolley early game. That's the key. However, one slight issue, we're not running Arvins in this deck at the current moment. I didn't know what to take out to make room for it, so we're running a bit of a gamble, because Arvin's really helpful getting those items for us when we need them. But we're going to run the deck as is, see what happens. I've done a couple tests with it. One of them went really good, the others not quite so well. But I really want to give this deck a shot, so we're just going to go ahead and go for it, and we'll see what happens. But before we continue, if you want to try this deck out for yourself, the deck list can be found in the description below. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for this deck to help improve it at all, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will try them out sometime and let you know how they worked. I've not really messed with poison decks a lot outside of Gengar EX Poison Package. I'm really excited to give this deck a shot because it seems just like a really fun premise. So, with all that said, let's get into the game, shall we? We got Trolley, turn opening hand? That's what you want to see when running Trolley, baby. We might have a shot here. Now, I'm taking a shot in the dark here, but I see Espeon sleeves, so it's probably safe to assume. Okay, let's get our Bonnet. What do we have? We have a Wooper, inactive. We have the Toxicroak EX in hand too with the Clodsire, so that's really good. So give me a Toxicroak, give me the Pecharunt. Are you telling me that Fezandipiti and my Radiant Greninja are prized? Well, getting Precious Trolley opening hand apparently comes with costs. Okay, just give me another Toxicroak and a Wooper. Whew, man. That's not good. Let's do that. And it's too soon to Ultra Ball. We gotta pass. We've prized our Fezandipiti and our Radiant Greninja. Two of our draw cards. They had a killer opening hand too. They had their Sparkling Crystal in opening hand, which is exactly what you want to see when you're running that card, especially in an Evolution EX deck. Fan Rotom, you say? Okay. I wonder if they're going to run the Resident Evolution in EV. It doesn't look like it. I'm pretty sure those were all boosted evolutions. Yep, they were. That Resident Evolution EV from Astral Radiance is like killer. Like, they need to reprint that. Especially, like, they should have reprinted that in the Scarvite era with this deck. Or with this set, Prismatic Evolutions. That would have been so cool. Do they not have the Evolution in hand? Do they not have an Evolution in hand? They don't! We might have a turn! We got an extra turn, baby! So let's go ahead and do that. That was a great top deck! Oh my god! I just realized that. So we got Stadium in play, yeah. Toxic Wasteland. Poison. And then our opponent's active Pokemon is Poison, so let's Atticus. Bro. I wish I would have got a DTE from that. That would have been amazing. And if I had Radiant Greninja, I would have my third Dark Energy to attach right now with Dark Patch. But that's fine. That's fine. God, I wish I would have got that DTE from that, but, you know, I won't be greedy. Let's go ahead and switch, though. just because I want to go ahead and nasty plot. Give me you. Honestly, go ahead and give me you. Man, too bad I didn't have Sneasler on field. That would have killed that Eevee. It's okay, I won't be greedy. Because usually when I get greedy, bad things happen. So I'm perfectly happy with those previous 2 turns that I just played. I'm super satisfied with that. If you don't get that Eevee out of active or you don't evolve it, it's going to get knocked out. They didn't have an evolution. They must have a bricked hand. They've got to have just the deadest hand. Let's attach that since we are poisoned. Let's do that. And we've already got 2 Toxicroaks, so I think, yeah, we want to attach that 3rd Dark Energy. Do not mess that up. But we will go ahead and Janine's, so that way we can get you and you started. Realistically, I should have played the boss and knocked out an Eevee. I didn't think about it. I was thinking about getting 2 more energies on field for those. But, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. Let's use Toxic Powder. And let's go ahead. I don't know why I poisoned. I really don't know why I poisoned. There was absolutely no need to do that. There's our Fez. So it's nice to have that on hand. What are the chances they do not get an evolution this turn? They didn't time out, did they? No, that was a really quick pass. Yeah. I'm sorry. Don't you dare concede just yet. Let's take the one with the energy. And do we go ahead and get 2 energies? Let's go ahead and get 2 energies. I run 3 Dark Patch, so we don't really need to get. We don't have a way to discard. Do I have all my Dark Energies in play? Or I must have at least 1 or 2 prized. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead and knock. There's a nest ball. Do you seriously not have anything in your hand that can help you right now? Okay. Well, we know they don't have a way to get Sparkling Crystal back. We've taken that out of the game. So that's a huge plus for us. Okay, they got the Terra Orb, so they are going to get an evolution this turn. As long as they don't get it. No, they played Arven, so they won't be able to use Crispin. Vaporeon. Okay. I love that Vaporeon art, by the way. Defiance Band. Well, now they have a cracked hand. Ah, you got rid of my stadium. That's fine. It's going to take me 2 shots to knock out that Vaporeon anyway. So let's see here. Nothing I can really do in hand. I was really hoping I would top deck that boss. But we're going to take out the Noctowl. Gotta take it out. That would be awesome if this was a... Well, I don't need the boss. They have nothing else on field. I don't need a boss. What I need is my Perilous Jungle back out. Okay, they're going to do 60 to all EXs right now. Okay. Oh, with the fine span, that's 90. That's a lot more. Janine Secret Art. Let's see. I still don't have any Dark Energies in discard. So I think I have... I think I only run 6 Dark Energies. So what I need is a DTE. So let's first do that. And then let's Subjugating Chains, bringing you up. And we're just going to go and do the 160. And they'll get 6 poison counters upon that pass. So Perilous Jungle still wouldn't have got a knockout for us. But it got us closer. We just need one more hit. And currently DTEs are nowhere to be found. The poison killed it. Heck yeah. Now that, my friends, was a good game. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. That went unbelievably smooth. I can't even get over how incredibly smooth that was. Precious Trolley, opening hand, baby. That gave us the game right there. And just the immediate draws was just perfect. It was perfect. Okay, not a bad opening hand, honestly. We're going to hold on to this Perilous Jungle until we absolutely need to put it out for attack. Because it looks like we're playing my favorite deck. That's... Well, that doesn't tell me anything. It's probably just... They're probably just using that Mander, but I doubt they're using the 151 Zard. Be cool if they were, because you don't see that one very often. No, I've already got a Toxicroak, 2 Toxicroak out, right? Yes, I do. So get... No. Hold on. Get 1 Wooper. Probably going to regret that, but I want... Do I get the Pecharunt, or do I get... Let's go ahead and get the Greninja, just in case we get some draw going. And we will go ahead and end turn. Not as fully productive as our first turn last game, but still, not terrible. We actually do get to draw this time because we got our Greninja. So I need to get my Pecharunt on board. And maybe Brute Bonnet. Rotom V, baby. I'm going to be sad to see that boy go. I have no idea what I'm going to replace it with in Tinkatoni X. There's the energy attached for turn. I'm glad I didn't put the stadium out, because I think you... Yeah, discard stadium and play. I'm real glad I didn't put that out. 2 Ionos. Man, I was really hoping for not to have that. But we will now go ahead and put you out. As much as I want to do the Janine to get at least 1 energy out on Toxicroak, I think I'm going to go for the Iono instead and get rid of their big hand. And I'm probably going to give them the gas. I usually always do. Get the Pecharunt. Go ahead and put Mochi on you. Probably going to regret that. But it's fine. Ah, you go to benched though. Dang, man. That's unfortunate. Let's go Nasty Plot and get... I think we'd be smart about this. I think we get our DTE. And let's get a Clodsire. Because we still have no way to poison our opponent's Pokemon yet. I can only hope I just gave them the deadest, worst possible hand when I Iono'd them. Another Pidgey. Okay. Two energy. So all he needs is just Rare Candy Zard, and that Zard can attack. Are you about to pass? Or are you just deciding moves? Are you going to pass? Nope. Dang. So he's going to take out... Oh, no, he doesn't take out anything. He just conceded! Okay. Now that is some sweet... I've said this a few times in the past couple months, but it doesn't happen often. Now that is some sweet, sweet Zard retribution, baby. I don't know if it was the Dark Terra type Zard EX or the 151 Fire type Zard EX, which is cool, and I wish I would see more of that. But if it was the Dark type Zard EX, then by God, I will take that win and I will stick it in my pocket, baby. I love to see Zard brick. It doesn't happen a lot, but by God, when it does, it leaves a sweet taste in my mouth. And I know I said in the last match, when I get cocky, bad things happen. Rest assured, I'm not getting cocky. It just makes me so happy to see Zard brick. Because it doesn't happen. Okay. We can see what we can do with this. See, Dragon Sleeves. Are they doing Drago or Dragapult? Dragapult it is. I've not got to test this deck against a Dragapult before. The top deck Greninja? I'll take that. I don't have any energy, unfortunately. But it's fine. We'll get to see what happens here. I've not seen Dragapult for a long time in PTCGL. So I'm actually... Like, yes, Dragapult's an amazing deck. But I don't see it nowhere near as often as Zard and Roaring Moon. So, I actually don't mind a Dragapult matchup. I might after this game because I don't... They got their trolley. I didn't get trolley opening hand this time. I didn't get as lucky as that first game. But... Oh, they're doing the Iron Thorns... Dragapult, this can get nasty. Literally this past locals, at the time of this recording, this past locals at Matchstick, I lost a game to a Dragapult Iron Thorns matchup. And, like, for a few turns I was doing good. But then it got to the point where I couldn't do anything, and the Thorns lock was just killing me. So, yeah. Well, now I can't do items, which is really unfortunate, so we're going to have to do that. I hate to discard this, but I got to see if I can get a stadium at least. At least I got the Clodsire, so that's good. The Toxicroak. I was really hoping. Do we drop this? I was really hoping for the stadium. That way I could poison Badoo here. But it's all good. Also, 1 energy would have been really nice. I'm actually really curious to see how this game goes. Just looking at the board, it's probably not going to go in our favor. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, we got the energy. Ooh, do we discard that, actually? No. Because we can play Janine's. I wish you could put both of those energies onto one Pokemon that you got from Janine's, because that would be beautiful. But it's fine. Oh wait, Iron Thorns is out, so I can't even use Clodsire. I would have to have Brute Bonnet with the ABC right now, which is going to be really hard to get, honestly, because I can't play items. And I need 1 more energy before I can knock out this Badoo. Let's. Oh, hang on. Thank God you're not prized. I hope they don't have an Iono. I spoke it into existence. That's so. I need to have a Dusk Ball in this deck for that exact reason, because then I could just get those 2 cards right back. Oh my God, that's unfortunate. It's okay. We got the Dark Energy, so we can knock this Badoo out at least. We got a DTE, so I can attach that to Clodsire if we get to keep it for a couple turns. What are you looking for? Crispin, how dare you? Oh, really? You're getting rid of my Mochi? That's upsetting. Honestly, hang on here. We got the Bosch. Let's discard the DTE. Okay, we got Mochi back. That's good. So we're doing 160. Honestly, as much as I want to take out that Badoo, hang on. Now I would need Perilous Jungle. I need Perilous Jungle right now if I want to knock out a Thorns. But I got no way to do that. Let's just knock out the Badoo. Let's just get rid of that thing. Unfortunately, though, they're going to send up Iron Thorns, who is ready to attack, by the way. And does 140. And I'm pretty sure Poison's going to knock me out when it passes back. I knew I should have bossed that up. I knew I should have bossed up that Dreepy. Or that Dragapult. Thought about it. Didn't do it. Really should have. And 200. Yep. That's really unfortunate. That Iono really hurt. So let's get the Night Stretcher. Let's get the energy. Ooh. We had a knockout. Let's get Dippity. Thank you. Thank you. And let's go get Bonnet. Let's go for the Iono. Nothing super helpful at the moment. So probably should have done the Janine. Well, I don't have the Mochi, so it doesn't matter. And we'll do the 180. And this Clodsire cannot attack next turn. So that sucks. Yeah, should have went with my instinct and bossed up the Dragapult. The turn I knocked out the Badoo. Of course you got a Crispin from your Pokegear 3.0. It's fine. You go for the Arven, though. Probably getting a rare candy. Because I saw you get that Dragapult a while ago. Oh, no. I thought you got a Dragapult a while ago. Or am I just crazy? What are the chances they don't run rare candy? Also, why do they have the Miraidon in here? Future Pokemon and we like. I guess to build up the Iron Thorns? Okay, it'd be really nice if Clodsire could attack this turn, but he cannot. Yes, let's get rid of a DTE. Super Rod. What do we have in here? Honestly, yeah. Do you, and you. So I got a Toxicroak or a Croagunk up here. I think we play it safe and attach that. And let's go get the Croagunk. Or the Toxicroak. I keep getting their names turned around for some reason. I didn't think so. Crap. Well, we're just going to have to use this Clodsire as a meat shield, unfortunately. As bad as I hate to. If I would have just flipped heads on the coin, I could have knocked out this Dragapult. But then they would have had another one immediately with the Crispin in hand. That's because they probably still have that. Yep. So it wouldn't have mattered. But at least I would have taken 2 prizes. This is a good Dragapult build. What is this list? Is this a custom-made one, or is this a list actually floating around right now? Because this is good. This is really good. Their Greninja's really close to knockout. They definitely take that next turn. Well, they take... Well, maybe. If I poison myself, then... Yeah, they're going to have game no matter what. Let's do this and hope we get a Dark Energy. Oh, wait. This will work. Do that. Oh, crap. Crap. I forgot for a time it went to bench. God, that's really unfortunate. That's... Yeah. Well, now I have no way to win. I wasn't going to win anyway, but I got nothing I can do now except for Nasty Plot. But we can try to boss up you. No, you got a bigger retreat cost. There's nothing really worth an Ultra Ball for. Let's Nasty Plot. I can't do Night Swap because that takes a Dark Energy. So we pass. You know they got something in their hand. Honestly, I need to find the room for Arvins in this deck. We've done pretty alright without them so far, but that luck's not going to last forever. Then there have been turns where the Arvin would have really come in handy. But we've... Like, I don't want to sound like I'm thinking we can get away without playing Arvin in general. Like, we've done kind of alright without Arvin so far, but he definitely would have made things run a bit smoother, is what I'm saying. We've been able to play, but at least 2 Arvins would really help get us certain things done. But so I need to find a way to get at least 2 Arvins in here. So that's usually what because usually any deck I usually run at least 2 Arvin. Because, you know, it's just so helpful. Such a good card. Okay, we survived that turn. But that doesn't help me at all. Not at all. Jesus, I can't describe how much that doesn't help me. Pass. I don't have a Dark Energy. You could have given me a Janine or something, but no. Nope. Oh, how dare you. That's dirty. So good, though. I mean, it would have been dirtier if he was like, if that Iron Thorns was like close to knockout. But the fact that he used that to get it out of active to get it out of active to get the Dragapult up. Yeah. worked. Toxicroak survives, though. So it's not a complete loss just yet. We got one more turn. We got no more turns. Maybe. We can draw. Because we had a Mon to get knocked out. You know, a Dark Patch would be helpful if my Toxicroak was on the bench. But yeah, there's literally nothing that... Well, how much do you do? Y'all, I got an idea. No, because he can get the Dragapult up, and we're going to go for this. Hold on a minute, alright? Dark Patch. To the Pecharunt. Perilous Jungle. Would have been nice to have many turns ago. Let's retreat. Since Pecharunt's ability don't work on itself. I mean, they got a Dragapult up. It does 200. They're going to knock it out. So it doesn't matter what we attack or knock out. They'll be able to come back and win. Because if they didn't have that Dragapult, they would have to get a boss to win the game. Right? If they didn't have this Dragapult set up, because Iron Thorns only does 140, so which would have not knocked out the Pecharunt. They would have had to get a boss if they would not have had... Okay, they had the boss anyway. So yeah, they would have... Even if without the Dragapult, they would have won regardless. Let's be real, they was going to win regardless a long time ago. But we can dream. We can play as if we've got a chance. Not a terrible match, but definitely some factors that did not go in our favor. Okay, so overall, that was a fun deck to play. I really enjoyed that. Those first two games, phenomenal. Like, everything just went so perfectly for us. And, as I said earlier, if that was a Dark-type Zard EX deck for match 2, like, just the sweetest retribution. The Dragapult match was a good match. Didn't go in our favor, but it was a cool match to see. Like I said earlier, a change that I would make would be trying to find room for the Arvins. At least 2. I was nervous in some testing, because, like I said, there was a couple test games went off like that. And a couple test games where it was just like obliteration. And we saw some of that in these matches. The third match, I feel it was more so the matchup than anything. There was a bit of slowness in the deck, but overall it wasn't nothing that just completely killed us and lost us the game. It was Dragapult cracking off like usual with Iron Thorns, and I couldn't use the Clodsire poison, so I had to go fetch out my Brute Bonnet and ABC, and then I had them in hand from the nasty plot attack, and then they Iono'd, and that set us back a little bit. So after that Iono, the deck got a little bit slow, but I probably wouldn't mind putting this thing together sometime and taking it to locals for one night, just to see what happens. But yeah, that's going to bring an end to today's deck video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and if you did, you could hit that like button and the subscribe button. Stick around for a while if you want to see more content from us as it comes out. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for your Thursday unboxing, and until the next time I see you, you all take care.